Good evening. Welcome to the One Take Live cast. Tonight we shall be joined by Von Boom, who is a graphic designer and also lead vocalist of the band Among the Dead. We shall be chatting about the artwork, the music, the creativity, what goes into it, and there he is right now. All we have to do is wait for a request and then we get this chat going. Here we go. Accept. And we wait. Good evening.
Hey, how's it going, Jax? Long time no see.
How you doing, mate? You can hear me fine and everything?
Yeah, all loud and clear. All cool.
Perfect.
No technical hitches yet.
Perfect. First question I'm going to ask, of course, is how you doing?
Really good. It's a bit of a rush because this is my first time on a podcast. But no, fair play. Be gentle with me. But otherwise, I'm really good.
I'm only an amateur podcaster, so this is a rodeo for me as well. But at the end of the day, this is to plug you in and plug your work in, so that just makes me happy.
Lovely. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. How fast will we be on?
Oh, thanks for having me. I can't wait to talk about stuff. But before we get that, I love the Judge Dredd helmet in the background.
Thanks. That's from my Uncle Tim. He bought it for my 40th. So he bought himself his own. And yeah, man. Cheers, Uncle Tim. And funny enough, we've just done a collaboration as well with that. So he drew like a sketch. I think it was like Terry Gilliam inspired. And
Nice.
he's seen one of your feature roles. So I done a bit of on booming on it with an iPad. And, it's always nice to collaborate with family as well. See? So he's a really good artist. So it was lovely to finally, get him in print. So fair play.
Oh, that's really nice. And it's always nice to have family that support you. And, that's just lovely and everything. So, first of all, my first question is, what got you into graphic design and how much do you love it?
Oh, what got me into graphic design? I think I've always loved it. It's a weird thing. I've got to say, like the local video shop, and the top shelf, not that type of top shelf, but like video nasties, and I think it's Evil Dead. Graham Humphreys, the artist,
Yeah.
he did a lot of the video nasty cover artwork for like videos and stuff. And I'd go in there as a kid, and I thought it would just be like this sordid corner or shelf where you wasn't supposed to look as a kid.
Yeah.
You'd always find you there.
Oh, yeah,
It's
like
just all that artwork, and it's great. Carry on, man.
yeah. So kind of like Frank Frazetta based of what you would see like on, for example, Conan the
Soul 3,
Barbarian.
yeah. Oh, excellent, man. Yeah, big fan of Frazetti.
Yeah, love that guy. That guy inspired, a lot of great. That guy inspired masters. So
Oh, yeah, big stuff. So obviously that's another thing close to my heart. So I
yeah,
got a Castle Grayskull somewhere around you
nice.
talking about.
But yeah, back to the VHS. Sorry.
Yeah, I just been really, really into like the artwork of like the old VHSs and the style and very 80s, sometimes the 70s as well. A lot of the grindhouse movies, and just always be a fan as a kid, just like a weird kid, just loving all the stuff you shouldn't really like, all the blood and guts and like the sci-fi and all that. And then when I was growing up, I spent a lot of time at my grandparents' house, and where my nan would be somewhere doing some nan things, I'd be sitting on the set with my grandfather, and we'd be watching the actual 1950s version, or RoboCop, and I'd be like 8. So it'd be awesome. So it was really good, really good. Yeah. And it's like with doing artwork for like bands and all that. Really love that, and obviously progressed into Iron Maiden covers. The cover work, and that's what got me into metal. Just the whole look and the aesthetic of it. So yes, it's always played a quiet part. Now it's just got a bit louder, like the music. I just concentrated mostly on the music then, growing up. I just don't have the self-confidence really to do anything like arty. But I think for the past like four years, I think I just got into like drawing a bit, sketching. Instagram's been awesome for that because there's loads of artists for inspiration.
Oh yeah, there's so much.
Yeah, man. A few tutorials, lockdown, and I decided start trying to get them printed. See if anyone else wanted to own them. So
Yeah.
luckily, my partner Harrod, who cousin Craig Duffy of Duffography,
Hmm.
he actually runs his own printing firm. So keeping in the family again, I got there with an order, and just totally the quality on the prints he does for me is awesome. So I can't complain with that. So yeah, great.
Yeah, because other than seeing your work on social media or anything, I have like seen it up close, like at gigs. I was like, "Yep, that's Gavin's work and everything." Especially I quite like the one you did for the gig at the Dollhouse. That was a really good
Oh, the Neon Goat Fest.
uh, Neon Goat Fest. I
Yeah,
thought, oh,
yeah,
this is so.
yeah. Because well, I was in a band with Matthew, who was in Scarson, who puts that whole shebang on with Jim McDonald.
Yeah,
Yeah, from Scarson now. Starting to make waves now in Scarson, so fair play that. Yeah, they just said, "Oh, God, we want some neon and we want some evil." So I said, "I'll see what I can do." And I think the news we just heard now was they've asked me to do the Neon Go Fest 2 artwork. So they're going to be expecting something more neon and more nasty this time. So that's always good
right.
to keep it there. Yeah, and
But
help mates out as well. So
yeah,
that's really good.
and it's work for you as well. But also, you did the Carnival of Souls artwork as well, or Carnival of
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, that was Toby's gig,
Hey,
wasn't it?
Toby.
Yeah, hey Toby Brandon. Yeah, oh, I love doing that because me and Toby are old friends. And he didn't even ask for a poster. I just thought, right, I've got to help him make that and give him some Von Boom nastiness. So it was a nice surprise to just say, oh, check your inbox. And he loved it. It was awesome. And with the Ongo Fest, it was a pleasure putting like a lot of friends' bands on that poster. It was just a shame we couldn't play. He was like, I was Metal Maidens. They were on there
I
as
was
well.
there.
Scarson. Yeah. So, awesome. Yeah. So
Yeah.
next.
Obviously, you've probably done commissions as well for like
Yeah,
clients
yeah.
clients and stuff. Well, what would you say was the most fun, but the most difficult, or not difficult, the most challenging one you did, but was still fun to do?
Yeah. I think they're all really challenging to me because I haven't got the confidence. So it's like, ooh, I hope I can do this. Because like uh, you just got to fake it till you make it, really. But obviously, as you do it more, people trust you more. So I'm always really really grateful that people trust me with their work. It was this really cool one I done for Matt Phelps, the Phelpsatron Gaming, the Twitch channel. And he sent me a photo, and it was him just going like that. And he said, right, Transformers, I want to destroy the world. It's going to be for my new Twitch channel. So he sent me a photo of him just by his settee, and I just took it, Von Boomed it, and he turned him into like this massive, like a Decepticon crushing the planet Earth and everything, and I just loved it. It was challenging because it was my first commission, my first proper commission, like, and and he was really pleased with it, so that's cool. So I have to check out Phelps Song Gaming as well.
Oh well.
And yeah, oh, definitely, he's a cracking guy. And funny enough, keeping it all in the family again, he was the sound guy for Farm Black Days. He's done sound for Among the Dead all through the years, like, so, it's nice to do something for your friends. It's not just music related. You can help them up with their adventures. And it's always nice that
Yeah.
they trust you to say, right, I need to go forward, so I need Gavin's help. Or just because there's a lot of things now where people email me and just go, can you Von Boom this? So it's like it's kind of an adjective, though. So to
Yeah.
Von Boom something.
Von
So that's
Boom.
pretty cool. Yeah, Von Boom that shit. I've had plenty of them. So
Or
that's cool.
well, this is going to sound cheesy. Von Boom Boom Boom. I want that in my room.
I haven't tried that yet, but that's my new tagline for 2022. Cheers, Jax. You
Shout
get
out.
5% commission now. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's
Shout
a
out to
business
them.
deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we got some witnesses as well. So that's cool.
Yeah. Talk about your latest work. You've been showing it. Your what is it? 8-bit Castle.
Oh yeah, Moon Wizard.
Yeah.
It was basically the great thing. Last year I moved on to using an iPad Pro, and the pen and all that's been awesome because I can just sit down, have a cheesy movie on. I like just crack on with work instead of shutting myself away. Just get a nice telly on, like Universal's Frankenstein, get a mood on, and just go away. Hey, nice. Got it.
Nice.
Hey. Yeah, that's right. Nerds unite. But with that, I was just trying to put it as a collage. I'm a big fan of Bob Ross, so obviously I started with the landscape first and see what bits I can fit into it. I never set out and go, I'm going to do a massive fluorescent castle with a wizard on it and a massive moon, but it just always ends up that way. So, it takes me on a journey. So, not one of the cheesy anecdote, but yeah, Boom Ross, I like it, man. I remember I dressed as Bob Ross for Fancy Dress for an Among a Dead gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm slightly rotund at the moment, and someone shouted Blob Ross. So that was pretty funny. But it was cool. It was cool. It was all like that.
So,
and it was my mum, so it's fine.
Yeah. So obviously, also because you are in the band Among the Dead as well. Would you ever? Obviously, you've done it for like poster work and everything. But when your band decides to do another album or an EP of that, are you going to be straight on the album artwork for that?
Oh yeah, any opportunity I can get, especially with our lot, because we can just sit in the room and say, what do we need? And it's pretty much quick turnaround. So, and to be honest, I am working on something at the moment with Dottie. So he's got quite the arty eye as well. Scott Dottie Morgan, our guitarist in ATD. And we're going to be releasing, hopefully pretty soon in the next few months, an EP, which basically we tried to record about 6 years ago. And then just things happened, life got away, and then we kind of fizzled out. But our good mate Ray Tamanis from Black Tamanis and Piss Viper, don't bleep it out, he was recording us, and he's a cracking producer as well. And he sent Dottie a message going, I found the old tracks. It'd be such a shame to waste and all that. It'd be great if you guys could like try and sort something out. So Dottie messaged me back last year, I think. And I just said yes. They caught me on a good day, I think. And said, come on, let's do it. It's Blues Brothers, get the band back together.
Yeah.
So Ray got us back together, Ray Tamanis. And we've been in the background now trying to just fine-tune everything. It's a bit weird hearing stuff from so long ago. But luckily, still something fresh to us. I think we're more excited about it now, thanks to reproduction, than we've ever been. So, it's a nice return. It's really good. So I can't remember the question, but
No, I said the question I asked was obviously you said EP, and obviously when you do an album, will you be entirely responsible for all the album artwork and do it in like a style to honour your band, but also a little bit of Von Boom?
Yeah, if I can squeeze any neon on it, it'd be awesome. So we'll see. The jury's out, and hopefully we can people are able to see it and go, Among Dead, rock in. I don't want to take too much away from the band, but it'd be great to just lend the Von Boom now to what we do in, musically as well. So we'll see. It'd be good. It'd be good. And hopefully now about 2 to 3 months, and we'll have a 5-track EP out. And then we'll be on Spotify, all that stuff. So, but it's all thanks to Ray. Fair play. So
good job.
It's awesome, like.
So obviously the band has been around, kind of been like on and off. Nice. Like that. So how did the I'm going back to the origin point now. How did the band form, and then how did the band decide, let's do this together again? And what made Among the Dead want to be a band in the first place?
Right. Well, funny enough, I was talking to Dottie last night. We had band practice last night. So we was all in the same room. So that's pretty awesome to sort stuff out, because we're terrible over Facebook and stuff. So we was having a chat, and I said, Dottie, right, I've got an interview now with my mate tomorrow. We'll be talking about the Among the Dead. Right, I need some important dates so I don't look stupid, man. Please help me out. Like, what can we do? And basically, we can't really remember when it started, because I am the original singer. It was Martin. Martin was the singer. And funny enough, I was still in Femme Black Days. And me and my partner and Harrod, we went to see Among the Dead in the Dragonfly, which was the Hog and Hosper in Pontypool. And it was also good friend Steve Jenkins, come to hold me at that time. And then they opened up, and then Among the Dead come on, and I just loved the riffs. I just loved the groove. And I remember saying to Harrod, if I could be in another band, this would be the one. Like, because it just hit all the right buttons. Just riffing, and I love Pantera. They got a very Pantera inspired groove, and thrash. It was like Anthrax and Pantera. I'm a big old fighting bucket. Yeah, you got to be the
I
thrash.
am the law.
So, yay! There we go. It's all connected, man. But yeah, so a couple of years down the line, they were looking for a new singer. I'd been out to Fellback Days for a while, maybe a year, I think. Yeah, something like that. We'll say a year. Check on Wikipedia. And Harrod spotted it. We were looking for someone else. Yeah, well, and they were following. They were trying to get a new singer. They had auditions. And they were still looking. And I said, remember when that gig you were a few years back?
Melfest?
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, man. And then I sent an email to Jamie, and he said, I thought you were retired. And I said, no, dude, let's do it. I love your stuff. Let's go for it. So they gave me an audition, which was awesome. And on the way, I managed to get home, and I found a message in my box saying I got a job. So, and I think, Dot, you've just joined in now. Hey, Dot! But anyway, yeah, so I also got a guest with me tonight as well.
Oh.
You know the drummer of Among the Dead?
Yeah.
He's sitting on my couch, look, and he's making faces. He's been making faces at me now for the past 10 minutes. So, Sean, come and say hello. You don't have to say nothing bad. Sean's going to help me with all the memories and stuff, like. So
yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Sean.
This is nice.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
So that's our backbeat on the street, isn't it? So you can stop making faces now. You little fucker. No, I just let the comrades go. Right. So I told him I'd get him on, Right. Anyway. So where were we? Yeah. Audition. By the time I got home, they gave me the job. Awesome. And then I think I was in the band like 2 years, and we managed to support Mushroomhead. It was a massive highlight. You was there, and it's one of my favourite band pictures ever.
My hair was so long. It was right down to my
shoulder. Crowd, man. Totally envy, man. Totally envy. And is it you, Haley?
Yeah.
Loads of our friends.
I proper win.
It was just awesome. Proper, man. Proper. And no, it was just amazing. And the support bands, the main support, Sanguine, they looked after us big, man. They totally looked after us. So it was nice to know that all these big bands out there, and they'll look after you and they're nice. Whereas we were surprised. We thought, oh no. But no fit there. Hey Laura.
Hey Laura.
Metal Maidens.
Yep,
So
shout out
cool.
to the Metal Maidens.
Yep, always a big shout out. And hopefully we'll get to play together soon.
Yes.
So,
that would be a cool gig, and you could neon their stuff as well. So
anytime.
Yeah. So this is another question. So when you're in your studio or on your pad drawing, obviously you said you sometimes watch movies for influence or cartoons.
Yeah, just in the background. Yeah.
Cartoon. Have you ever listened to your own music for inspiration, or have you drawn something and then you're thinking of because it's this, you have thought of it as lyrics for future songs?
Yeah, it's more of the second one. It's like inspiring me then to go on and do something with the ATD or the music and the lyrics inspired, because it's all about imagery at the end of the day. So if it's something you're creating, and then you're going to play it somewhere else, then it's like multifaceted. It's always nice to have a little in-joke or wink and all that. So we all got stupid names for the songs until we have to record them or play them live. We've always got these stupid music. So
has there been one particular song from Among the Dead which you were going like, oh, this is inspiring me to draw something right now, or you're drawing something and it's inspiring you for lyrics?
Yeah, I think it'd be Fall to the Fire, which will be track 5 on the EP. It's just an all-out thrash song, and then it just goes grooving on. It's it's more of the adrenaline to get the old brain pumping, the old neon pumping through the veins.
Yeah,
So
you are full of adrenaline. I've seen you on stage.
thanks, well. Yeah, well, it's a good cathartic release.
I've
So
rocked with
I'm
you
usually
on
calm.
stage.
Yeah, man. I was watching the video yesterday. It was Fell Black Day's farewell gig at Melfest,
Yeah.
and it was the last song. We were covering Slayer, and everyone was yay, hooray! And then I look in the corner. Sean's playing his last couple of beats, and there's Jax on stage. We're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, Steve from Democritus was on stage with you as well.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Marketus, from Come to Hold. I've just done a T-shirt for them a couple of months ago.
Nice.
The one with the snake, the hate religion,
Yes.
one like that. So that was an awesome project. That was because
Yeah.
that was quite a tricky one because we want one color, but we need to get this message over. We need to convey this message, but we only got one color on the T-shirt. So obviously, got to keep the budget down. So it was really tough to try and get something across and powerful just for using one color. So that was pretty good. So check that out. To Marketas, good
Yes.
friend, old friend from like years ago. So yeah, we were gigging 3 bands back, like Fury of the Waters and his old band. So I love the fact that we come back and then you see old friends now just with new projects or the old
Yeah.
projects coming back, and it's not a very social person. Obviously, I don't drink or anything now, so that
Neither
really
do
cuts
I.
it down. Well done, man. Well done. But so that your social element is basically gigs, and so you can get to see your old friends again.
Yeah,
So
and
that's why it's
also when you're performing on stage, letting that adrenaline run, does it take away the
yeah.
nerve and anxiety?
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's so well put, man. It's like it's not a mask. It's just another way to get all the confidence, like going through your day-to-day business and all that. But then when you're on stage and you're king
You're
or
booming
queen,
out.
they're booming out.
Here
So
comes the boom.
every performer will say they've got like a different side where they can just release that energy. This whole pent up's a strong word, but it all builds up and all that.
Yeah.
It's just great to get on. And I enjoy being heckled, to get heckled back, but it's all light-hearted. We've never had no beef. Even when we did have beef, we've managed to diffuse whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's a couple of cool stories. Like it's basically like Roadhouse in the Valleys, so that was cool. But
I used to fuck
yeah.
guys like you in prison.
Yeah, I still do. Yeah, I'll keep that for the next gig. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cracking release, and you get on, and it's nice to be someone else for a while, but still be you for a different aspect. So that's why I really enjoy it, and I have missed it. But it's sometimes you just have to walk away, do something else like that, and then come back, and then be noisy. So that's what I really enjoy.
I think it's nice to have more than one niche. I mean, if you've just got one niche, that's
Yeah.
absolutely fine. But,
Yeah.
with you, obviously, it's amazing that, not only, do you do vocals in a band and, I'm biased. I think you do a great job, but you're
Thank you very
also
much.
doing,
Otherwise, it'd be awkward.
you're also doing this artwork on the side, and you're one
Yeah.
of many, obviously this isn't unique because there are many, musicians that are also artists,
Yeah.
drawing
Yeah.
art well, and that's amazing. And a lot of it's nice that you've sort of joined ranks, but also add your own flair to it. So you've
Yeah.
mentioned, Bob Ross, Frank Frazetta, old VHS copies. Obviously, a bit of
Mm.
bit art and video game stuff comes into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
All the Mega Drive stuff, Nintendo, all
yeah,
that stuff.
or like floppy disk stuff from Amiga or Commodore 64 and all that.
Oh, the old BBC Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah,
Stuff
they
like
had
that in
some.
school. Yeah.
That's some good artwork on those,
Yeah.
old systems as well. So obviously that's inspiring as well. Obviously, when you're doing your work, and obviously you want to put it out there as merchandise again someday, but I get it. You've got to avoid copyright and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the cogs in your head, are they? Obviously. You're probably nice and chill, but in your head, it's like they're always there, or do you sometimes just see something and then I've got to draw that?
Yeah. It's a bit of both, Jax. It's always like 100 thoughts a minute. So it's always nice to that's where the drawing is a way just to get down to one or two thoughts.
Oh yeah.
And then what comes out comes out. See, so I think that's why I got back into like appreciating art and stuff, because I could just sit down and all I think about is the lines. That's all I need to think about. Get the lines right, get the colours in, and then stand back, and it's all fine. Then it's all good. That's why the landscapes of Bob Ross,
Yeah.
you know, his philosophy in certain ways. It's just nice to. It's a meditation for me, in a way, because it's like with the nostalgia. It's always nice to bring back the old memories, and it's always warm. It's like I always try to put in all my artwork. I try to put the vibe of like Porth Cole, late 1980s in Treacle Bay. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Wimpy.
Arcade machines, noise, Wimpy, the Bender, you know, all that stuff. All the old shooting games, the fighting games, the noise. Just try to bring all that in and just neon it up.
Yeah.
I get a bit, you know, enthusiastic about it because it's just getting the cogs turning again. It's just lovely memories, and because you're a big nostalgia head as well, Jax.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, a huge nostalgia. Well, you know, we're geeks. We're geeks. We're geeks
Yeah.
that headbang.
Unite.
That's what I like to put it.
Unite.
Night.
Yeah, man.
Have you ever, speaking of which, speaking of ideas, have you ever done a drawing and wrote a song in one day, or is that too much?
Oh, I'm usually one guy who can just focus on one thing at a time. I've done a bit of drawing and gone to practice, but I think that's about as much as you'll get. But it's always nice to just, it helps me calm down, ready for practice, and then we just ignite. Like, we had a really good practice last night, so, you know, it's nice. Yeah, but they're both different types of creativity. So, like, I'm only one who can switch that machine on and then turn it off and then go for another one at a time. So I'd love to be able to do that. That'd be nice. But I gotta be honest, I'm not a multitasker. So
That's
I
absolutely.
can work on it. Yeah, man. It's just have some Among the Dead sponsored coffee.
Yes. Speaking of, you know, it's nice to see you kind of do, you know, I think, oh, it's
Hey,
really
man.
nice to see you perform in both bands. You know, obviously I'm happy where you are now, but it is, you know, it's really,
Yeah.
you know, I think the only other time I've ever seen a guy I know or know of perform in both bands he's in is probably Corey Taylor, because I've seen both Slipknot and Stone Sour. But it's just nice to see,
Oh, yeah, man.
but it's just quite nice to see. I mean, I've seen guitarists and singers in the different bands
Yeah.
if they're filling in for them and everything. Like my friend
I
Sam,
do, yeah.
every freaking band as a drummer.
Yeah. Read the Muso, yeah. I
Yeah.
do.
But to see both Among the Dead and Fell on Black Days was quite a lucky experience. But going back, opening for Mushroom Head. Now, obviously,
Yeah.
you know, we're probably from the same generation, a few years apart, the same generation, and growing
Yeah.
up watching that on MTV2 in like the 2000s.
Oh,
like
yeah, Solitaire. Yeah,
yeah,
Solitaire Rising. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the iconic Trojan Bun. Was it a Trojan Bunny? Was that Monty Python?
Yeah, Trojan Money.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
it can be both.
it's both.
Yeah, bit of both.
What was it like to open for that band? A band you're a big fan of, but also just to
Mm.
be the opening act. That must have been a real factor.
Yeah, I think we spent one practice just in a circle, just pinching each other, because it just was not. It was all on a whim, because we bought tickets to see them, and it was them, American Head Charge, and Sanguine opening up, and I think we even posted it on Facebook saying, "Oh, we can't wait! It's going to be Mushroom Head, it's going to be American Head Charge in
Yeah.
Cardiff, and it's from round your corner where you live."
Where you used to
Um,
live?
Oh, you don't live in Ketlock Street now, do you?
No, I don't live anymore. I live. I've been living here for 2 years.
Somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right, I better give you a knock again next time. That's why I didn't get an answer.
Oh,
But
bless you.
but no. Anyway, where was I? Mushroom Head. Lovely job. Yeah. Anyway, we got tickets to the gig. Cracking great. Then we heard that American Head Charge pulled out. I was like, right, we still go. Mushroom Head. You know, the venue was awesome. I loved the club. So we'll go and have a look. And then out the corner of my eye on Facebook one day in work, I seen looking for opening band. And I went, we've got to go. We've got to go for it. Even if you get refused, if you don't do it, you regret not, you know,
Yeah.
not sending that email. So I sent it, forgot about it. And I think they put on like a Facebook post, name the band you want to play and open up for Mushroom Head. And people started putting out name and everything great like that. Some of our friends were going to do it, so we'd be happy for them as well. So I remember just getting a really professional looking email then, in our band email, saying, "Oh, would you like to open up for Mushroom Head?" And it was a silly question, really. They should have just told us we would. There was no question about it. So it was a pinch moment then. So we actually replaced the American Head Charge from one of our favourite bands on a gig supporting Mushroom Head. And we were just from Evervale and Pontypool, and it was just an amazing experience. It was one of the most professional gigs I've ever played. It was Beermageddon with Fell on Black Days. I was up in Derby for Jim Beerman, and this gig. There's like a few gigs that'll stick with me.
Yeah.
And this is one of them. I remember all of us just so nervous. We got off stage. I'll send you the photo from when we got off stage, and you can just see all the relief and the happiness and just all the emotions. Like
I remember.
And we were just by the bar. Yeah, man. And we pulled it off.
Yeah.
And couldn't have gone better for us. We could have missed a bum note or was out of tune. It didn't matter. We just went up there and we enjoyed it. And by the end of it, we made some new friends.
Yeah.
So it was man.
That was the first for me, because that's the first time I've seen you perform, because, we always cross paths at the conventions or saying hello to each other. Yeah. So it was really nice to see you as a performer.
Yeah, it's mad, because I remember the first time I talked to you, it was outside the Globe.
Yeah.
We just watched Therapy.
Yeah.
And I talked to you online and stuff, hey. And I see you in the corner then, outside. I was just having a good old chat, a good old laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was it then. That was a good few years ago as well. I'll see if I can get Sean in this. When was that? No, Sean can't remember either. So it must have been really good.
No, but
it brings it a long time ago.
Another gig you mentioned, obviously this was with Fell on Black Days, this was Melfest. That, even though it was a totally different band, the gig stands out because it was for, there was all these bands playing it as well, but also it was for a really good cause as well, and now it's carried on and on, for future years. It's carried on a legacy of what started to be, this beneficial fundraiser, I think. So what was it like being one of the, it's kind of in legend now, in a way. What's it like to be one of the first performances for a mini festival, as you would call it?
Yeah, well, it was bittersweet because we done it for Mel.
Yes.
And obviously now sadly Mel passed away, but it was an honour to be asked because half of us weren't even speaking. So it was pretty much just things go on, and we were like brothers, and our brothers fight.
Yes.
And we were like Spinal Tap as well. We had about 20 bass players, and people would disappear. We would know where they were, then they'd come back a year after to practice.
Bizarre gardening accidents.
Oh, definite, man. I nearly choked on Sean's vomit twice. But that's another story for your X-rated podcast. But yeah, no, it was bittersweet because I think me and Matthew, we was having a bit of a rough patch. I haven't seen Sean for a couple of months. And suddenly then he brought us all back together. And like me and Matthew now, we're mates again. And it was like all that nonsense. We really took stock of, when one friend then something bad's happening, just took all stock and we just grew up. It was like, it was just one of those things. It's like, come on, no, the world's bigger than this. And then we just got back together. We got it back all in the same room. And the first jam, it was like we'd never been away from it. And it was weird. It was really weird, man. So it's like, I think it was Life's practice room in Brumell. So it was all just held up in the air, nervous around each other, going, yeah, okay, I was going, yeah, it was Life. But then by the end of it then, it was just amazing. That's what I say, it's bittersweet with the Melfest, because it was an amazing gig. There was so much love in that room, and it was like loads of friends and people I haven't seen for years, and they'd all come back because it was our hometown as well. So it was nice, and it was nice to say farewell because we didn't really get to say goodbye. So after all these years, then it was a fitting chapter. Just go, lovely, great, and it's all in the honour of Mel. So we raised a lot of money, fair play, and this that was all like the brainchild of Rhian Thomas. So she's still carrying it on and all that. Yeah, man. So, you know, it was bittersweet, but it was so amazing. There's so many friends. I hadn't seen some friends since we were playing in RMs in Merthyr, like 15, 20 years ago. And then we just all catch up. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. As emotional as it was just couldn't
Oh,
have gone, couldn't have
it
gone
was it
better.
was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah, yeah. It was lovely to see you, man, and Haley.
Yeah,
'Cause I haven't seen Haley for ages, man. Because I
I
was
know.
just saying to Narid about how we first met Haley, where she added me on Facebook the day after we went to see Ramstein in Birmingham,
Yes.
right? And she was sat in front of us, two seats right in front of us. Of all the thousands of people in the arena, we managed to sit behind them, and they heard our accents and turned around, "Oh, fellow Welshies, is it?" And that was the first time we met Haley. So it's small world.
That's how I've met Laura. This is kind of weird, but she was at Melfest when I was, and she was I think she was either behind me or front of me, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, years later we become friends and everything, you know,
Yeah.
and then we're looking at old pictures, and I'm like, Laura,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
you were
Well,
there, I'm like, and I'm
yeah.
so
Well,
apologetic and everything, and I'm
yeah.
like,
It's
oh,
mad because it's
yeah,
mad with like you and
yeah,
Toby, you and the Metal Maidens and stuff like that. So
and I
Laura and
Ghostbuster
Dan
with
the
Toby,
partner, Ghostbusters with Toby, and it's like
yeah.
you're the link to all the people. It's like no
Well,
Laura and Wheeler for a
I'm a,
long time now.
I appear everywhere. I'm like a fart.
You're like Zelig, the Woody
Yeah,
Allen character, just in all the pictures. It was funny
yeah.
enough. We were on about it just now. He's like all the videos we watched and stuff like that. I was like, oh, Jax isn't that. Jax isn't that one as well. Oh, Jax was it? Bloody hell.
I
So good.
know it's crazy. Back to the artwork. One thing I've always liked about the artwork, other than the neon and kind of the things of being, what I like, other than the centerpiece, I just love the background work as well. I just really like.
Oh, thanks, man.
I
Yeah,
just
well,
really,
that's the Bob Ross inspiration.
yeah.
It's like I said, I always start with the landscapes first and see where I can fill. I just I'm not that good enough to make. I think that's why I went into like sci-fi. Because sci-fi, you just got carte blanche with everything. You just go, well, there's going to be a massive mushroom tree, but that's fine. But like here, you got a bit more earth rules. So it's
Yeah,
like this got to be brown, this got to be green, and all that. Years like right now on a pink sky, it's fine. On a purple tree, it's all good. And I just go, it's all sci-fi, it's fine. So
yeah.
I, I just read in Laura's message that she only lives up the road,
I
so she
know.
could have come down as well. We could have
Lock
had
the
we could
door.
have had a little cameo. We could have
Make
cameo, man.
get down here and
Yeah,
make a cameo.
because we let Dan and
Yeah,
Laura and I used to come to our parties as well
I
back
know.
in the day.
It's a
Yeah,
small world.
so but keep shush about that, Laura. Okay, shh. You saw nothing, but you know it was all cool. That'll
Yeah,
be in her tell-all book.
yeah. Um, obviously artwork. Obviously, there's a lot you say inspired by as well. Do you ever like? And obviously, you know, I've seen your office and everything. It's pretty.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
it's a
Boom
it's a
H,
it's a
the
very
Temple of
positive
On Boom.
environment.
Yes, the Temple of On Boom. What do you call it?
Yeah,
So it's like
surrounded. Sorry.
Ray Bradbury's office from the old
Yeah,
Ray Bradbury theatre. Just loads of little bits of inspiration and stuff, and
yeah,
like little action figures that don't really fit anyway. So as long as they glow in the dark, on the shelf they go.
yeah.
Oh, excellent, man! Little Terminator, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I change my background every episode. I do. The only thing that pretty much stays is my T-Rex and the background. But
That's
I
right.
always
Everything
I
else is
always
interchangeable.
I always change first time. But this I had for my first. I think it was the episode I had with Duffy, I believe,
Yeah.
or with the
Oh, the
episode.
cool DJ. Yeah, Michael.
This was a good background.
Oh, nice. Nice, man. Mask. Another classic. I have the
Yeah,
Rhino rig and Honda McLean and all that
yeah.
and Viper. Yeah, I do them.
And you got Sato, and then you got Tracker's
Yeah,
vehicle, and then you got
that's
Mayhem.
the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got it for a
always
five.
love it. Where's that from, man?
Galactic Attic. They've moved now. They used to be in the
Oh, right.
arcade where Burger King
Yeah,
is, but now they've moved closer to Keep the Faith studio and all that.
right. Well, there you go then. I'll treat there's something interesting for you now, viewers.
Yeah.
So this is a little display cabinet.
Yeah.
So we've got little slices of
Oh, I see
80s,
T-Bob.
90s.
I see
Yeah.
T-Bob. I
There's
see
Bob.
Burgess Meredith.
See all that. This is just all the stuff I can't fit anywhere else.
I have that Batman and Robin. I have those two.
See, remember them? Muscles,
Yeah, I remember them.
Monsters in the Pocket,
And there's
Dungeons and Dragons,
There's Robot B9.
Micronauts. That's right. And it just goes robots. There's some Decepticons, Soundwave and all that. Grimlock. I don't know what the lighting's like, but here we go. I'll bring you back now. I'll make everyone seasick.
I like you got Robot B9 from Lost in Space and Air. Oh, you mechanical moron.
Danger, Will Robinson. Yeah. It's two of my favourite robots. Robbie the Robot, Forbidden Planet.
Yep.
And the Lost
Robot
in Space
B9.
robot.
They actually had a crossover episode together.
Oh, did they?
They had a robot off there. It's on YouTube. I'll send you the link when this is done.
That,
Oh yeah,
man.
I love robots as well. In fact, we're going completely off topic here, but this is fun. One of my ideas, if I could go back and change my tattoos, I love them, but if I had a bearskin sleeve, my idea would be all the robots I like from television and movies and everything. I would start with C-3PO and R2-D2, then with Mr. Data, and then Optimus Prime, and then Crichton, and then Bender.
Good call on Crichton. Good call on Crichton.
Mechagodzilla, the Gundam, Robot B9, of course, and everything. Yeah. So
you'd have to have arms like an orangutan.
Yeah, I'd have to bend so much, but yeah, I like. I like your logo.
I got a spare bare arm, so if you want to donate some robots, you just let me know, man.
Oh, if you could carry on my robot legacy, that would be great. I mean, this is if I
pass it on to me.
Yeah, pass
the robot torch on.
Bob.
Just pass it all on. It's fine.
Yeah,
no problem.
Take my robot legacy. But yeah, I'm really glad I added you to that group as well, the toy division. So you can see it.
That's great. Yeah, I can show off all my mad balls.
Yeah,
not literally mad balls, but the actual toy. That's a different
I like
group.
Those. But I love your Century.
Oh yeah, I ever since I seen them on Get Fresh, Gaz. I think it's Gaz Pop's old program from the 80s, 90s with Gilbert the Alien. I ever seen the Centurion cartoon and I've got to own those toys. So, like old, good 40-year-old, upstanding male man children. I just went out and eBayed them. I eBayed them.
You've seen my collections. I have masses. You know, you've seen my Ninja Turtles collection. So come on.
Oh, envious. I did miss the boat with the Turtles. I love the cartoon stuff, but I never really collected the toys. That's why I picked up a few because I was a big fan of Michelangelo and stuff like that. But I always wanted the blimp. You know, the massive blimp, the Turtles blimp.
Oh, you'll all get their chance. I was lucky to get the van at a car boot sale for less than £5.
Less than £5. This is another podcast.
I know. We will. Well, I hope to talk to those guys soon as well. But going back to, obviously, where did sort of the name Von Boom come from? Because, you know, it's very catchy. It's very cool. But what sort of went for you? Because Von is Dutch for the and everything, you know. So, and obviously Boom being Boom. But where did that idea come from?
Well, basically, it was Matthew, the guitarist Matthew Hall, who's known as Scarson. He, when we used to practice, if I was in a good mood, it'd be Von Boom. But if I was in a bad mood, he'd be like, oh, look at Von Doom. So he's like, Count Von Doom and Count Von Boom. So just further down the line, I was looking for some, I didn't want to say art by Gavin Robinson. I didn't think it'd be fun, like, you know, but, it's a, thank you, man. But, you know, it doesn't say satanic neon in it, like, so, you know, I had to do it. But I say, Von Boom, lovely, cracking, I'll do it. I wrote it, and then that's it. I was happy with it, and you just like, danger, Gavin Robinson says. But, you know, no, it's, you know, I'm glad you like it, Mark, because it just all come together.
I like
weird,
it.
really.
It's catchy, and I can just see it in 80s writing, you know, like Von Studios, Von Boom Arcade,
Yeah,
Von Boom Cafe, or it's
yeah,
like it's imagine if you made Von Boom, when you're writing your own, when you're doing art for your own name, to put your
yeah,
trademark on, you should do one similar
yeah,
to what they did in Stranger Things, like Palace Arcade, but Von Boom
yeah.
Studio.
With the proper the flashing neon. It's just like sleazy sci-fi,
Yeah,
future, just everything. I used to just really get my gears going, really.
yeah,
When I was a kid, and it was like it's nice to pay homage now to all the stuff that inspired me. I didn't really realise until I think I went about 8 years ago. I went to Cardiff Comic Con. I must probably bumped into you there, and
you
it
did.
was it was the first one, man. I think it
I
was the
was
first
Clark
Cardiff one.
Kent. Yeah,
That's the one, man. With it, you got the chest coming out, and you got the
yeah,
legs coming out, didn't you, man? Very
and
good, very
was
good, man.
Haley was a Trekkie.
That's the one, man. Yeah. And I was there, and I was just there with other people. I didn't really appreciate, but when I turned up, I started seeing like toys I used to have,
Yeah,
shows I used to love, just all this stuff, and he just started all coming like a flashback. I must have blocked it all out and went, "Music is life."
yeah,
Then I went to this kind of conf, and just things started coming back. I went, "I like this." So I used to take them and go, "Oh, watching Doctor Who," and then I'd be telling Hara then about stuff I used to watch, and it'd just be all Doctor Who, and it's all come flooding back. So I started like the new ones now because then I've been having them on in the background and stuff, and then just really get back into it. So yes,
yeah.
it's just mad. It was like a nerd awakening.
Oh, I've
So
I've had that. I think I went through a couple of years where I just felt so closeted. Like when I tried to talk about it, people would go like boring or and all that. And I
hmm,
think I just pretty much focused on music. But I think it's ever since uh, 2012 onwards. But also,
hmm,
I mean, my wife, she's been very helpful for me to come out my shell. And I started like recollecting, or well, I didn't have much in collection when I was a kid, but I remember certain
yeah,
action figures and stuff I had. But thanks to her, and
yeah. You
she's
remember that desire? Yeah, you
yeah,
remember that desire. You used to have it, I must have this one day. Oh yes,
yeah.
it will be mine.
But
Like
my
Wayne's
collection's
World.
pretty much done these days. Not done, but it's just
Hmm.
it. I pretty much got everything, and it's pretty good. I mean, one of the things I was very happy to have again was the I had these when I was a kid. Burger King. They did
Oh yeah,
Burger King did two toys that stood out for me. One
yeah.
was the Universal Monsters.
I got them in my cabinet.
I got them on my window.
I'm
The
looking for
Universal Monsters.
I'm looking for the creature from the Black Lagoon. That's all I need.
I'll keep an eye out. But yeah, it's
Please do
the
that.
Universal monsters with the Frankenstein monster, Count
Yeah, dude.
Dracula, the
It's the
Wolfman,
Frankenstein
and
that got me into collecting them. It's the
yeah,
Frankenstein that got me collecting them. Because I love Frankenstein. Just
oh yeah,
just the misunderstood monster, and
great
everyone
book,
thinks he's the bad guy.
great book, great.
Humans are worse type of thing. Yeah. And I've just seen a little Frankenstein figure. And then my Uncle Mark was a big inspiration as well as my Uncle Tim. Uh, he said, "Oh, that's a Burger King collectible." So I picked it up
Yeah,
for like a quid, maybe even if that. And then I've done a bit of, as you do then, you go home, you do your research, and I said, "I need them all."
yeah. I
So,
was well, thanks to Haley, she thankfully found some on eBay and everything. And the second toys that stood out to me were the X-Men figures from Burger
yes,
King.
yes, man. Yes.
So,
Wolverine. I was a massive fan of the Wolverine.
oh, me too. Wolverine,
Mm.
Gambit, where you would twist him and it'd be like he'd be throwing his deck of cards, Storm, and then
Yeah,
Cyclops with the. So to have
yeah,
them in my collection, with the Gambit from the 90s, where he would kick and have that
yeah.
plastic bag coat and everything. So I'm very proud to have them in my collection. So, like so I know it's like to be a proud collector and everything.
That's right, man.
Um, back
Unite.
yeah, back. We'll definitely have another episode where we just talk. What I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to have an episode where I'll have you on, and then other, mutual friends who are also collectors, and we go into that. Whether
Yeah,
we're talking
cool,
about
cool.
yeah. But back to Von Boom and Among the Dead. Can you tell us what work you've got coming next for both projects, please?
Right, from Among the Dead, like I said before, we're just going to concentrate on this EP now. It's been, it's been so long in actually getting it all together and stuff, and Ray's put a rocket right up our Jacksy's now to get this done. And I think we're more confident about the music than ever, really. I sent you a sneaky track.
Yes,
So, you know.
I really enjoyed that track. I don't want to give too much away because I don't want to spoil it for other ones. But when I listened to it, I found it, I would compare it to a cocktail. It was a really, even though we don't drink anymore, it was a really nice mix. First I'm tasting a cocktail, a mocktail, yes. First I'm tasting this and then I'm tasting that. And I'm like, this is a really nice blend. So it was a really good song. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away.
No, it's fine. No, we just like mixing it up. We never wanted to be just we just thrash or we just groove metal or we just I think it's like when we're doing all the writing and stuff, we sit down. We've got to keep ourselves interested in it.
Yeah.
So if we can go into practice and just really enjoy every practice, with not even anyone listening, we know we're okay then to go out and show everyone. So
but it was a good track.
Nice. Yeah, man. So I just need to say hi to Doughty, Sean, and Jamie Morgan, bass player as well. I said I'd give him a mention as well. So
hello to all the members of the band, and thank you for the work as well.
So Jamie, right? Doughty, yeah. There's Sean the drummer, and then there's me. Our lucky likeys. So I just got to say hello to the guys.
Nice. So, and what work for Von Boom is next?
Von Boom. I've had some commissions this morning, funny enough, for some new logos. Some promotion companies for live music. So if I can get this done and give them what they want, hopefully there'll be some exciting gigs popping up again in the Dragonfly in Pontypool. So it'd be nice to reignite that. I think I've got a couple of to-do lists, with the iPad. I've got a lot of artwork I'll go through it for a day and I'll stand back and I'll leave it and I'll come back. Like the Moon Wizard, the new one I got, the 16-bit one. That's been on the iPad for about a month or two. I'll come back to it because it doesn't feel right. And it's all good. And then, it's just artwork side. It's just whenever it takes me. I just really enjoy the designing for other people at the moment because they just give me a quick idea. I do it, go back, and I just love the great reactions I get at the moment. So they've all been really good. Touch wood. So don't want to break that record.
No, you
won't.
Hiya,
Katie. My sister just joined in.
Hello. Your brother's really good.
Hi to the family. So there you go.
No, but that's good, and not just as a follower as well, but as a friend, I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Cheers, man. I'm proud of all what you're doing now with this podcast, man, and just flying the flag for yourself.
I should have done this in lockdown. I should have did this in lockdown, but it just never popped in my head.
I'm the same with the art. I didn't do much art in lockdown. I just caught up on Tales of the Unexpected.
Yeah.
Awesome, by the way.
Great show.
And, watched Friends for about the 15th time, just stuff like that. And then we come out of lockdown, and it was like, wow.
I know.
I've always been a late bloomer, so never mind.
I think you're a late boomer. Late boomer. Late boomer.
That's all right. I like the fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Uncle Tim. They roll on.
Well, we'll definitely have you on for a future episode. Well, I always have anyone I've had on for future episodes and talk about this or that. But for all the followers out there, you can check out Among the Dead and Von Boom Studios on both Facebook and Instagram, correct?
Yeah, and I got a website. You can basically just go on and then it'll take you everywhere else. And it's www.vonboom.com. vonboom.co.uk, and it'll take you to everywhere you need to go, really. And then just go for the links. I've got to update, put your podcast on the links and friends and stuff, Jack. So,
thank you.
I'll sort it out. And with other stuff I've just done now, I forgot to mention, is Martin Roberts.
Yes.
One of the arts, one of the pictures, it was the one with the green frame and the Metropolis face with the cage in front.
Yeah,
that was a little collaboration I've done with Martin as well about depression, just to try and bring to mind. So I'm thinking if I have a chat with Martin, he's happy about it, we'll just start selling them and then donating some of the profit to Mind. So
yes,
I just want to try and I just want to make sure I get that out because he
important.
does some awesome work, and all he uses is like MS Paint, and it's really like it's like brutalism. It's really like a communist type art, type of
Yeah.
Russian. And it's like three colors and stuff, and it was lovely doing that with him as well. So stay tuned, and I'll send you the details anyway, man.
I
And
will. There'll definitely be another episode with us and everything. And
mhm.
I thank you so much for being on this. I just wish we could do longer, but unfortunately, Instagram
Yeah,
only
that
allows
went quick, man,
one
didn't
hour.
it? I didn't realize I went so quick.
I
So,
know.
yeah. Well, one thing to go on then. If you like your animation, okay, Jax,
Yeah.
there's a local cartoon by Adam. His name is, or Badam as I call him, and Adam Llewellyn, and he's runs a cartoon called The Veil.
Yeah.
So all I'm gonna say is keep your ears out in the next following episodes.
Oh, I
So go
will.
on to
I will.
YouTube, check
Inbox
out
me.
The Veil. No problem. And it's all about Evervale and the idiosyncrasies and the characters and stuff like that. Come on. So check it out, but keep your ears out for the next couple of episodes, especially. Okay? It's on season 3 now. So I'll send you that when I get off.
That'll be
Okay,
great.
man?
But for our viewers
No
out
problem.
there, please check out the band Among the Dead, and please check
That's
out
right.
Von Boom Studios. Basically, whether you want to headbang or you just love all this nostalgic, beautiful artwork, please check them out. But thank you for being on this show, and I can't wait for
No.
the next one.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Jax, and keep up great work, and I can't wait to come back. And thanks for everyone to listen and all that,
Yeah,
and all the sort
thank
of
you,
stuff.
everyone.
Okay?
Okay,
No problem. Yep. You have to kick me out now, so catch you later, guys.
thank you. This has been the One Take Livecast, and to everyone, thank you. Good night. Till next time. And just waiting for him to. Just waiting for him to thing so we can. Sorry.